Did you know that you could do realism with just 5 different styles of cartridges? If you are finding yourself using half a box of cartridges for every tattoo, or finding yourself switching through them all of the time while you're trying to tattoo realism, you are doing it wrong. Not only does this slow you down, but it also makes the tattoo way more stressful. You can't get in a good flow because you're constantly changing your needles, and with that you have to change your depth and also your voltage to kind of change the way you're tattooing for that needle size, and also constantly second guessing your decisions. Also, if it takes too long, your client's going to tap out from pain, or they have to be somewhere else, like go to work or pick up their kids from school. The truth is, you don't need a ton of different cartridges to do realistic tattoos. 4 or 5 will do, and this is exactly what I use. Now let me tell you how to do it right now. First, we'll start out with the liners. So for liners, I'm going to use a 10 gauge 3-round liner. This is going to be for areas that have really tiny detail, like areas in the eyes, or any extra effects that I need, like if I'm doing a tiger, any detailed little dots in the face, or also on lips. So this is what I'm going to use to block out all of my areas that I need a nice sharp edge in my design. Next, we'll go into the mags, which is the main thing that I use for tattooing realism. We'll start out with 10 gauge 23 curved mags. I use these for all of the big areas if I'm working on a portrait, so all the areas on the cheek to where I want really nice smooth shading, and have the ability to use my big mag to smooth out all of that area. Next is going to be a 10-15 curve mag. So this is going to be for areas that I'm going to use like in the hair, or areas that I don't have the ability to use my thick mag, like in the lips, specific areas in the ears, or doing details in fur. This is the one I end up using the most when I am tattooing realism. My last mag I'm going to use is a 10-07 curved mag. This is for areas like in the eye, or little detailed areas to where I really don't want to get in with a thick mag, and I need to get in with very tight, precise shading marks. So little areas in facial hair, or details in specific areas like the lips or nose, to where I really don't have the ability to get in a bigger mag. So I'm going to use this for all the very tight, detailed areas. Now let's be serious, mags aren't always the perfect tool for doing realism. So I always have a 12 gauge 05 round shader. This is going to be for areas that are really tiny but need solid fills. So like in the very center of your eye, you have that really dark area that'll be hard to get in with a mag. So I make it easier by just having a round shader set out for these specific areas. So I'm able to get in there. And that's why I use a 12 gauge for this, because I use it for saturating. So with these 5 different cartridges, you are able to do pretty much any realism tattoo out there and be able to do it with these cartridges. Now obviously if it's a smaller one, you could just cut out the 23 and then only need to use 4. But as a rule of thumb, these are the ones I use for pretty much every realism tattoo that I do. If you found this helpful and would like to learn more about realism without having to work free in a 2-year apprenticeship, check out the link in the description for our upcoming Simplified Realism course. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.